The worst states to buy a car in. Hey there, car buyers. Kevin Hunter here, the homework guy, your trusted source for unbiased car buying advice for the last 15 years. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both eye-opening and essential for anyone in the market for a vehicle. The question is, which states are known for having the most ruthless car dealers? Which states have the most dealers breaking the law and engaging in other unethical activity? And how does your state rank compared to the 7 states we will highlight today? States with bad reputations for doing stuff like these dealers have done are huge reasons behind why we decided to launch our hassle-free car buying service. We knew we had to step in to help consumers defeat these ruthless tactics. In today's show, we'll explore states where dealerships have faced legal action from the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, or their state attorney general, the AG office, for illegal behavior. Buckle up, folks. This ride is going to be very informative, and thousands of dollars are at stake. The amazing Elizabeth joins me now.
First, let's understand ruthless car dealerships. Before we get rolling with the states with the worst dealers, let's give a clear definition of what we mean by ruthless car dealerships. These are dealers who are well known for aggressive sales tactics, pressuring customers into quick and often unwise decisions, deceptive advertising, promoting deals that are always too good to be true, hidden fees, sneaking in extra costs known as junk fees without clear disclosure, forced add-ons, illegally telling customers added products are already on the car and cannot be removed. This lie violates Antitrust Laws and is clearly defined as illegal by the FTC under their post about tying the sale. If you, the customer, can stand firm on refusing to pay for this kind of stuff, the dealership you're communicating with will generally cave in. Between the add-ons and the extras, dealers are easily averaging $3,000 extra per customer. This is a cost to the consumer that our car coaches can get rid of. Then there are discriminatory practices. Dealers who charge certain groups or ethnicities higher prices or higher interest rates on their loans. Deceptive pricing practices is a big one. We actually published a show on this topic some time back titled, Why the Price Ain't the Price. Go back and watch that show if you missed it. We know from direct contact with our viewers that there are still plenty of you out there who don't get it.
Identifying regions where such practices are prevalent can help you navigate the car buying process more efficiently and more effectively. There are states with notable cases of dealership misconduct. While it's challenging to label an entire state's dealership network as ruthless, certain states have seen significant legal actions against dealerships for unethical practices. Let's take a closer look at who they are. At state number 1 is none other than Florida. Yes, we hear a ton about Florida. Florida authorities have taken several enforcement actions against car dealerships engaging in deceptive or fraudulent practices. Notable instances include illegal lease buyout fees. Here's some details. Following investigative reports, the Florida Attorney General's office took action against dealerships charging undisclosed fees during lease buyouts. In August 2024, settlements were reached with Lexus of Clearwater and Gunther Motor Company, resulting in payments of $73,000 and $600,000 respectively. Both dealerships agreed to cease imposing undisclosed fees during the lease buyout process. This reported by Local 10 News. Florida is also at the top of the list when it comes to offending dealers charging incredibly high fees and large number of forced add-ons. There's also some fraudulent title schemes. Here's some details on that. In July 2020, the Attorney General's office, in coordination with the Florida Highway Patrol, arrested 5 individuals associated with Autosports of South Florida. The dealership was involved in a scheme to fraudulently obtain vehicle titles using fictitious documents, allowing them to sell cars illegally. Charges included racketeering, grand theft, identity theft, money laundering, and insurance fraud.
Florida is also known for deceptive marketing of extended auto warranties. In February 2022, the FTC filed a complaint against American Vehicle Protection Corp., AVP. That's a Florida-based company. The FTC alleged that AVP used deceptive telemarketing tactics to sell expensive extended automobile warranties, misrepresenting their association with consumers' vehicle manufacturers or dealers. The defendants allegedly collected over $6 million from consumers through these deceptive practices. And then the enforcement of the Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act. Florida has utilized FDUTPA to address deceptive practices by car dealerships. For example, in a class action lawsuit against Marino Performance, a West Palm Beach dealership, plaintiffs alleged deceptive fees in violation of FDUTPA. The dealership's attempt to compel arbitration was denied, allowing the case to proceed to court.
There's increased scrutiny on advertising practices. In June 2024, the Florida Automobile Dealers Association notified its members that the Attorney General's office intended to undertake enforcement actions against motor vehicle dealers concerning advertised prices. This marked a shift from the previously hands-off approach, signaling increased regulatory scrutiny to ensure compliance with advertising laws.
As you can hear from the volume of offenses that have taken place in Florida, it's a state that earned the reputation of having the most ruthless dealers in America. I pray that those of you who are in Florida will reach out to us for help. I promise you're going to need it.
Coming in at number 2 may surprise some, but it's the state of Illinois, specifically Napleton Auto Group. In 2022, the FTC and the state of Illinois alleged that Napleton Automotive Group engaged in deceptive practices, including adding unauthorized fees for unwanted add-ons like service contracts and expensive gap insurance. They were also accused of discriminatory lending practices, charging black customers higher financing rates than non-Latino white customers. The outcome, Napleton agreed to a record-setting $10 million settlement, marking one of the largest penalties ever levied against an auto dealer for such practices.
Some recent developments with Leader Automotive Group. Here are the allegations. We just recently covered this story. In December 2024, the FTC and the state of Illinois took action against Leader Automotive Group for overcharging and deceiving consumers through add-ons, junk fees, and bogus reviews. Included among the junk fees were excessive documentation fees, a point of contention by the FTC that is very important for everyone to know. So what's the outcome? The proposed settlement requires Leader and its parent company, Auto Canada, to pay $20 million, doubling the previous record of a $10 million settlement 3 years earlier with Napleton. The settlement included requiring the dealer group to stick to their full offering prices that they showed in their ads, and they must obtain your consent for all additional charges. They cannot get your consent by telling you the extra products and charges cannot be removed. That is not consent. If you're in Illinois, don't leave the success of your car deal to chance. Consider getting in touch with us at 701-441-3399 and ask how we can help you with your car deal.
At number 3 is the state of Texas. If you've been going to Texas, you've seen the Go Big or Go Home slogan, right? Well, the car dealerships took that to mean their fees should be big and their discounts small. And if you don't like it, just go home.
Just go home. So here's Asbury Automotive Group. The allegations show in August 2024, the FTC sued Asbury Automotive Group, alleging that 3 of its dealerships in Texas charged black and Latino customers higher prices than others and routinely added services to customers' contracts without their consent. The outcome is that Asbury denied the allegations and stated they would contest the lawsuit. This is a state that I receive a ton of complaints from viewers in that I do texting consulting work for. The frustration with Texas dealers is off the charts, and that's what's big.
At number 4, the state of Arizona. The case study was Tate's Auto Group. Tate's Auto Group, which had 4 dealerships across Arizona and New Mexico, was accused by the FTC of misleading customers and falsifying information on financing applications, leading to loans that customers could not afford. The outcome, in 2022, the FTC began returning more than $415,000 to affected consumers. That's actually a very cool aspect of a FTC lawsuit or settlement with a car dealer. The fine that's assessed is based on actual financial damages done to consumers, and those consumers actually receive the money back. Also, the FTC and the Arizona AG have taken action against Coulter Motor Company for deceptive pricing and discriminatory practices. Arizona is also a state that has a ton of mud on its face when it comes to dealerships.
The 5th state is Maryland, where our good friend attorney Dan Whitney is from. Here's a study of Passport Automotive Group. The allegations start in October 2022. The FTC filed a complaint against Passport Automotive Group, alleging that the dealership charged consumers unnecessary fees and discriminated against black and Latino customers by charging them higher financing rates and more fees than non-Latino white customers. Here's the outcome. The dealership agreed to a settlement, including monetary relief and changes to their business practices. Maryland is a state where we'd like to let every citizen know that should you have trouble with a dealer in Maryland, you need to get in contact with us immediately. We will be happy to give you a referral to our friend and attorney Dan Whitney.
And by the way, Dan Whitney kicks butt on
great.
Dealerships.
Yep.
At number 6, Connecticut. The FTC, together with the Connecticut AG, have taken action against an auto dealer known as MCN for alleged junk fees. Manchester City Nissan, MCN, its owners and some key employees. The agency said MCN charged buyers junk fees, hidden and bogus fees that can harm consumers and undercut honest businesses.
Number 7 is Wisconsin. The FTC and Wisconsin AG have taken action against Rhinelander Auto Center for illegally discriminating against American Indian customers and charging unlawful junk fees.
There are also states with higher consumer complaints. While specific legal actions highlight egregious cases, consumer complaints can also shed light on regions with prevalent dealership issues. According to various consumer reports and studies, California is near the top of the list with complaints. High volume of car sales correlates with a significant number of consumer complaints regarding dealership practices. Then, of course, Florida, known for a large number of used car dealerships with consumers frequently reporting deceptive practices and hidden fees. New York made the list. Consumers have reported issues related to aggressive sales tactics and misleading financial terms.
You can protect yourself as a consumer from ruthless dealer behavior. Regardless of the state you live in, it's important to be vigilant when purchasing a vehicle. Here are some tips to safeguard against ruthless dealership practices. Number 1, of course, is do your homework. Research the dealership's reputation. Look for reviews and check for any complaints filed with the Attorney General's office. Number 2, understand the pricing. Request a detailed breakdown of all costs. Be wary of add-ons and fees because they are unnecessary and they're overpriced. Number 3, secure your financing. Obtain pre-approval from your bank or your credit union before visiting the dealership. This gives you a benchmark to compare any financing offers. And number 4, read before you sign. Never rush through the paperwork. Ensure all verbal agreements are documented and don't hesitate to ask for clarification on any terms or charges. Number 5, know your rights. Familiarize yourself with your state's consumer protection laws related to car purchases. This knowledge can be a powerful tool if you encounter deceptive practices. Number 6, if this all sounds too difficult, go to our website, thehomeworkguy.com, and read up on our hassle-free car buying service. You cannot be timid when dealing with car dealers, or you will most definitely be taken advantage of.
Let's talk about filing a complaint. It's always something that you can and should do.
Yes.
The reason the dealers in these states made our list today is that they've been called out for their behavior because a concerned citizen filed a complaint. If you believe you've been subjected to unfair or deceptive practices by a car dealership, consider taking the following steps. Contact the dealership first. Attempt to resolve the issue directly with the dealership's management. File a complaint with the FTC. The Federal Trade Commission accepts complaints about deceptive car ads or dealers. And finally, reach out to your state attorney general's office. Many states have consumer protection divisions within the AG's office that handle such complaints. And finally, consult legal counsel. If necessary, seek advice from an attorney specializing in consumer rights. And as we said earlier, if you're in Maryland, make sure you talk to Dan Whitney.
So in conclusion, while certain states have seen more prominent cases of dealership misconduct, it's essential to approach every car purchase with diligence and awareness. You can protect yourself from falling victim to ruthless dealership practices no matter where you live. Remember, the best defense against deception is education. Stay informed, ask questions, and don't hesitate to walk away if something just doesn't feel right. Safe driving out there, and as always, do your homework.
If you found this video helpful, remember to give us a great big thumbs up and share it with friends. And leave a comment down below. Let us know about your experiences with shady dealership behavior. And if you did something to get around those tactics, share it in our comment section down below. We love hearing your stories, and great comments always help the Homework Guy community.
Remember to visit our website, thehomeworkguy.com. We have tons of free resources that you can use in car shopping, and you can visit us on Facebook too. The Homework Guy team is always here to represent you, the car buyer. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.
To all of our long-term subscribers out there, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, signing off on behalf of the amazing Elizabeth and the entire hassle-free Homework Guy team. Thanks for listening.